Hey guys, hey guys, Old Man G here, back again. So it's obviously it's quite late here in the UK, but we are about to have kickoff now. We are about to have kickoff. USA versus Paraguay. Uh, we are go here, and it's there we go. And we are live now. Jeez, man, a minute and 20. Sorry, guys. BBC, BBC's the worst. Okay, but USA starting really positive now. Oh, foul. Expectation USA will be to do something. Poch has got to deliver. He's got to deliver, Poch. Gustavo Alfad. Gustavo. Ooh, Paraguay in here. Ooh, good save. Paraguay are coming at them. Cleared. Got to wake up. Amaron, man. Almiron. Okay, the lineups again. I mean, nine of these players play. I mean, you got Tyler Adams here, Weston McKennie, Sergio Dest, Christian Pulisic, Balogun, Paraguay, Encio, Sanibria, Amaron. He used to play for Newcastle, did pretty well. Left, obviously. Womandia, Kubas, Gomez, Aldera Gomez. I mean, it's going to be an interesting game. Let's put it this way. But Paraguay and USA look like they've started. Started quite strong. And up top, Balogun. Shot on target. Well done. Fair play to the Americans. 70,000 stadium. It's pretty much packed. That's good. Balogun. Dest. Offside. Now they showed up. They showed up. Shout out to the US. They showed up here. Mm. Kenny. Subtitles not available. That's wild. Kenny though. Paraguay look dangerous though. Physical. I said this is not gonna be an easy group. You can see that release. You see, yep. Paraguay in Paraguay and behind. Clear. USA need to wake up a little bit. Okay. McKenny. Sick. That's an own goal. And USA ahead. And that was all Pulisic. And it is 1-0 to the US. Own goal, which was I need to see this again. I don't know how that happened. So yeah, McKennie's does good here. Pulisic carries in, drives, carries, cuts in, comes in, and then yeah, I see what's happened. He just runs into it. Yeah. I think is it Dest? I think almost tries to square it, and then a defender puts it into his own net. Damian Bombella, yep, it's an own goal, but that's all coming from some brilliant ball from McKennie, and then that sort of cut inside to take the two defenders away from Pulisic. 1-0. Shout out to the US. Mm. That's a shame for Paraguay because Paraguay did actually start quite well. Um, but I think when you're at speed and running from goal, it's probably what happened there. Couldn't really change. Pulisic and a yellow card. I think that's a little bit harsh, but a little bit harsh. Yeah, Paraguay's in scare. I mean, the ref bias. Okay, maybe it's yellow card. He does kind of lunge a little bit. Yeah, but Paraguay is losing the game. I mean, to be fair, SSB, they did actually start okay. I actually thought they were quite dangerous in the first few minutes, getting in behind the States, but USA have that pace on the counter, and they've just got technically better players that we can see. I'm not sure about that set piece here, and you just saw from that combination of Weston McKennie and Pulisic, you saw the the quality on show. Pulisic, you just saw that. Okay, these guys are the players that at least play in top European football, leagues. The Americans look more athletic. Yeah. I mean, you've got to remember that, 9, I think, of the starting players, like most of this team play like in Europe in the top five leagues. These are not these are not bums. And obviously they've got Pochettino as a coach, so um the only reason I thought that Paraguay might have a chance in this game is that they might, about clearance, that they might be able to match the Americans physically. And but right now it seems that no, they're clearly the better team. They're playing up the occasion. They've got the home fans. They're enjoying it, and and they look good. USA. I mean, if they continue playing like this, I think they might even top the group. To be honest, they'll give teams like Turkey, etc., a few things to talk about. But it's only 1-0, so let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Foul. No South American team other than Argentina, maybe Brazil, can match any Western nation in the physical aspect. Um, I won't say any Western nation. Um, it depends on where you are. So, for example, I'm sure if these Paraguayans had played maybe the Balkan countries, and so by those I mean like the Bosnias, the Czech Republics, the Slovakias, and so on, I think that's a different story. Um, I think, but I hear you. Um, It'll be interesting to see, for example, how Ecuador play, for example, um, and Colombia. Although I don't really rate Colombia right now, but we'll see. Because the argument was always that the weather, the weather, the weather. The climate. They'll be better. Obviously, USA are playing. The USA are playing at home, so it's fine. The Balkans are. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. They don't have the pace. They've got the physicality, but they don't have the pace, and they get tired. That's the thing with me with of them. So as a result, they don't tend to have. Oh, see, so six shots wide. Um, yeah, it's simple. It's physical. It's height and physical presence, but not really much in terms of speed on the counter attack. Technically average, but you can clearly see the USA. It's not just physicality. Technically, they're good. It's the difference. The way that compared to other teams in the tournament, the way they're able to carry the ball, they know each other that's around. You can clearly, it's not that they're physically, they're athletes. They're also technically good. Um, that's for me. That's the difference between, say, you know, I've more than, like, for example, if you compare, obviously Canada were going to not be as good as US. I'm not saying they weren't, but I can already see just based on like the first 12 minutes. Um, and fair play to Poch, because when I remember watching USA years back when they were in Jerusalem, they looked, USA and Canada didn't look that different, to be honest. Maybe Canada was still a bit worse. Um, but here, it just completely superior. And it's a foul to Paraguay. Today, Bosnia and yesterday, Czech. Yeah, yeah, they don't. They don't. They don't. Wonder who else is playing. Anyway, all that said, oh my goodness, Brazil versus Morocco is going to be a game. That I think a lot of people are waiting for that. Oh, oh, poor touch. Balogun was waiting, but clears it and to corner. Good defending there from Dest. It was a little bit Dest. Oh, heavy touch from Dest. If he takes a better touch, that could be 2-0 to the US, who are clearly dominating this. Qatar, Switzerland at 8, and then Brazil, Morocco. I'm not sure I'll do a Watchalong with Qatar, Switzerland. I'm not sure. We'll see. But Brazil, Morocco is a must, man. That's going to be a very good game. Okay. Oh, US getting it. I'm back in. It's a free kick. These are closed roof climate control statements. It's why I don't buy the heat. Ah, okay. I see. I see. But then if that's the case, and if that's the case, why are they having water breaks though? What's the? I assume the mandatory water breaks was because of the heat. So if that's the case, we shouldn't have to have water breaks because that is affecting the games. You know, it's affecting. It is literally affecting the games. Poch teams always play with so much energy. Yeah, it's good. I mean, whatever people say about Poch, like he's not a bad coach. Um, he certainly is better than what, for example, Chelsea had recently. I don't even know. We don't even know whether Chelsea will be better without them. Who knows? Part Canada issue is they lack composure. Indeed, yeah, exactly. But also technically, the player compared to the US, obviously, because most US players play in Europe, but technically they weren't as good. They're not as good as like the US players. But you're right. The composure thing was a when they've had composure, they scored. I mean, part of that is a lack of experience and the team being young. Exactly. That's one of the big issues when you have younger, because Christian Pulisic, for example, he's a veteran. He's been around for a while. A few of these US players have been around for a while. You need a bit of experience. Like this game is in LA. LA closed the stadium, hence no sun coming out. Okay. Mm. Yeah, then for me, if maybe they had to mandate it all, but like if they've got these cooling features, there should be no water break, in my opinion. And it's only 6:20 local time. Well, fair enough. Like I said, like, for me, then it's just, and then I mean, maybe they aren't. I assume they are going to do a water break soon, but because you see it, like the team, just like we saw in the previous game earlier in Bosnia and Canada, you know, Canada's momentum was stopped in the second half when the water break happened. They still got the equalizer, but still. But 1-0 to the US. I wonder if Trump has posted anything. Hopefully, at least the US can just focus on can they at least focus on the World Cup for a bit. You can just focus for at least for a month. Can we just have no foolishness and you just watch the World Cup, man? Ooh, Kenny and Goal kick. Obviously, for those who are watching, appreciate it. Just remember to like, share, and subscribe to Red Devil Studio. Makes a big difference. The YouTube algorithm. But Pulisic is cooking. Shout out to Pulisic, man. I didn't think he would. I don't like. Yeah, I don't like them either. But I understand it. That's why I asked the Heat argument. I was like, but I understand it. You don't obviously want players passing out on the field. So if there's a Heat argument, then okay, fine, accept it. But if there's no Heat argument, then I don't know why they're having the water breaks. Aside from just a way for the advertisers to make money because of the stops. All a good check by Paraguay. McKennie was check there, which was good. Oh, just about. I look quite comfortable at the back here. Paraguay's midfield is settle a bit. This is not basketball. It shouldn't be, but I guess the whole four-quarter thing is something that the Americans are used to. So you know, break the game into 4 quarters, get a bit of a break, 20 minutes, 20 minutes. Also use some ads to gamble and do X, Y, and Z. So I suspect that's the reason. Then anything more than anything else. Pulisic wide. Yeah, hydration break. See again, hydration break. Why? This is this is Kroenke Stadium. Oh, interesting. Well, so Kroenkes can say, "Hey, listen, we Arsenal won a Premier League and the USA are winning in our stadium." I need to get a water break as well. I need to get some water. 1 second. Yeah, I needed that hydration break myself. Yeah, Scotland Haiti's going to be interesting. A lot of French diaspora players. But yeah, Brazil Morocco is going to be an interesting watch. I'm looking forward to seeing what Brazil Morocco is like. Yeah. Pulisic, man, that was a good. Sorry, 1 second. Thierry Henry said to watch out. Yeah, I think we assume they're going to be the whipping boys because they've not been at the group, but let's see what happens. Just because of the you know, if Scotland, because Scotland have kind of been a little bit. Oh, it's what's his name from was it Lucas? Star Wars guys in the stadium. They should show more celebrities in the stadium because this stadium is packed. Fair play to them. They showed up. It's a packed stadium, and the Americans showed up. So it'd be nice if they showed up for obviously some of the other games and made the stadium a bit bigger. But they showed up for their country. So that's good. Isidore. Oh yeah, Isidore. Yeah. Nah, Haiti gonna. The thing about Scotland is both Scotland have been at the World Cup for a while, and Haiti. So they're both. That game is gonna be interesting because Bill Gates. Interesting. What they plan to Bill Gates, man. There are a lot of celebrities in there. Yeah, Bill Gates. But yeah, keep on doing that. Keep on panning around so we can see who's at because there's definitely going to be a lot more celebrities in the stadium, man. The tickets would probably have been insane. Pulisic, Pulisic, McKennie. Ooh, 2-0. That's brilliant. Balogun, but he might be off. I think he knows it. I think he knows it. I think he knows it. I think he's off. Let's have a look. But that's good play from the Americans again. Yeah, he's offside. 3 yards off. He's off. It's a great finish. But yeah, offside, unfortunately. I think he did know because the way he celebrated it was like not as. From Sunderland. Big up, Ray. Oh, Ray, big up, bro. Hi, G. How you doing? Long time. Yes, it has been. Um, a lot of stuff has changed over the last year. I'm now a dad. And Manchester United. Well, we'll see what happens with them. But for now, I don't have to think about Manchester United. Can just enjoy the World Cup. So we're doing a lot of watch-alongs. Ooh, and then just enjoy doing these watch-alongs just as a neutral fan want to see good football. Freeman's up, I think. Haiti is a League One team, League One team. That's what I'm saying. It's not going to be, and also, Scotland and Haiti were probably thinking going into this that, given who else is in the group, um, Brazil, Morocco, they're thinking whoever wins this game is probably going to go through. So they are probably going to go at it because, I'm not saying it's not a lack of respect, but, Scotland are going to think, certainly against Brazil underdogs, so let's see what happens. That said, I listen. The Brazil Morocco game is going to be an interesting one because it will. Pulisic. It is 2-0. Balogun. A brilliant strike. It's 2-0. and USA are in control, and Paraguay just can't stop these guys. Technically better, physically better, pace better, and you'd think Paraguay probably need to be careful. They don't deal with the cross. It's poor defending, to be honest. It's literally it's poor defending. I'll argue they should deal with the cross better, Paraguay, and it's literally just it's still to direct it in. Again, difference between USA and clinical. They've not been able to handle these guys. 2-0. Can England win the World Cup? Gee, no. No, 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 no. I mean, if Paraguay aren't careful, USA are gonna get at least 4 here because they've just been in control in time. And Paraguay did start well, but USA are just getting them in behind, are cutting in behind. And unlike maybe some of the European countries like the Bournemouth teams, defensively not good. Um, I think for the South American teams, if aside from maybe Argentina and maybe Brazil, um, if you can't defend well, if you can't hold on to the ball, um, I'm not really sure it's going to be easy for you. Um, again, progressively going forward. Obviously, like I said, Argentina and then will be different, but yeah, England. For me, England's goal is to make a semi-final. Win is a different story, but they need to get to semi-final. Um, although I did look at the French squad, and that midfield looks wank. So we will see, I guess. The whole South America is some boogeyman or such a myth. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think a lot of people thought, okay, it's the Americas, it's closer to home, support, and all the rest of it. But and we'll see. Because right now, uh, from the teams that have played, obviously South Korea looked good, USA obviously looked good. Even though Mexico won, I don't think Mexico looked that good. So we'll see. But none of the bigger teams have played yet. So that's why it's difficult to make a conclusion yet. France, Germany, Spain, Argentina, Brazil. That's why I think tomorrow is going to be interesting. Brazil, Morocco, because we'll get an insight into them um, going against a good Morocco team. Um, uh, um, Pulisic, or you can see the US want more. They want more. But but what I would say, let's not take anything away from Poch. Poch's has really worked these guys because I'll be honest, it wasn't that long ago. Advantage for referee. It wasn't that long ago where I didn't think these guys were that much better than Canada. These guys actually look good. Pulisic again, cross in, Balogun. Paraguay or South Africa level bad. I won't go that far because at least um South Africa, at least these Paraguayans, they at least looked like they had an attack going forward. And USA are actually technically better than Mexico. Well, from what I saw, as you can see, they're clearly technically better than Mexico. Mexico looked awful. I know they won, but they didn't play well at all. So the fact that Mexico weren't great and you still got end with 9 men, it's something. So I'll give that to Paraguay. But yeah, I can't remember who else was in this group. Let me change the score, obviously. I didn't put a poll because I just assumed that USA were going to win, I'll be honest. Buchanan, from good block. Good block. It's a corner for the US again. Make sure you big up to everyone who's watching. Make sure you like, subscribe to the channel bottom of the corner. Yeah, Turkey and Australia. Yeah, no, I think these guys are through, to be honest. Australia, based on the way the US playing this game, the US are beating Australia. And Turkey's going to be interesting. But I don't all Richards, but I don't want to overhype them. Turkey can be very hot and cold. They can be really good or really bad. But yeah, USA Turkey will be interesting. If it's the last game, that's you. Sorry, 1 second. That's better. Let's not do that. Yep, 2-0. Who's that? I don't know who that is. But yeah, I agree. USA versus Turkey. This is the thing, but it's a good thing. I mean, if this is going to be a World Cup where the technically better teams are going to succeed, then I'm all up for it. I don't want to watch a World Cup where you're just seeing teams grind out results in sort of playing brickish football. So far in this tournament, from what we've seen, the technically better teams either win or get something from the games. You know, I don't want to see this kind of really brick defensive grind out results, 1-0 draws, 1-0 wins, etc. Like in some other World Cups, let the way I see it is let the best, technically better, entertaining teams, progress and win games. I know football's not always like that, tactical, but still, yeah. I mean, shout out to Paraguay. They offered something in the first maybe 10 minutes of no, maybe just 5 minutes of the game, to be honest. But after they conceded that goal early on, that own goal, they've not really offered much. USA have been in complete and total control. That same kind of team went to Copa America semi-final. That should tell you the level of play in that tournament, and that was the first time team played together. Oh yeah, that's true. What happened to the South American teams, man? That's a video in of itself. I mean, obviously, we'll see how Argentina are, but South America, I think, this is just going to be an interesting judgment on them to see are they actually still relevant? Because you know, let's see. Because you know, good save. Look at the round of 32. Look around 16 and see how many teams from respective continents. Because if you're now seeing more Asian and African teams progressing further and deeper to tournament South American teams, then you know, is that a judgment on South American football? Um, but let's see when we see the slightly bigger nations. When I see Brazil, because obviously Paraguay is, Paraguay were never gonna light up the World Cup, but let's see what Brazil, um, Argentina, Colombia, et al. Do. Yeah, we will see teams park the bus later on the tournament. I don't know. I don't know. Definitely, yeah, I agree with you. When the knockout stages happen, we might see that. But let's see. Match momentum. They're showing a match. They're literally showing a match momentum image graphic on the TV, and it's literally all just USA. There's literally nothing going towards Paraguay. Well, we're a couple of minutes towards halftime, and yeah, like it's just been all USA. It's been USA, but Paraguay have got a chance to go further now, and nothing. Good tackle, good defending, and now USA. And this is the other thing as well that I've noticed. US, they're working really hard to win the ball back. They're not just allowing attacks to go forward. They're actually Kenny, good save, and that could have been free. Paraguay need to not concede before the second half because if it's 3-0, I mean, you might as well not turn up the second half, man. See it out to 2-0. I think Brazil will struggle in their group. Morocco is no joke. Scotland will be a tough and physical. What exactly? Exactly. It's really going to be depending on what Carlo do. That's why I said the Brazil-Morocco game is going to be a test. If Morocco absolutely dominate Brazil, I'd start to get worried. Um, because this isn't like Brazil versus Scotland like back in the day, like 1998, when you had Ronaldo and them. Um, no, this is different. You know, Scotland and Haiti are going to give you a physical. Maybe they might not be as technically gifted, but it's just also just how the Brazilian team work together. But we'll see. We'll see. I still think Brazil will qualify, but okay. They're showing all these American celebrities. I'm just trying to identify who they are, but in a few minutes, I assume there'll be maybe 4 or 5 minutes of additional time for the break. By the way, for those who are watching, is my mic okay? Can you hear me all right? I am using Apple headphones. It just makes it easier to not pick up the background noise and to also not pick up the noise from the TV so that FIFA don't come with copyright problems. 5 minutes at a time. Yeah, definitely really good performance by the US. I'm not even though this was a semi watch along. The US have played well. I don't say I'm surprised because they're at home and they've got a really good coach. They've got technically good players. I expect as such, but I thought they might maybe be a little bit nervous. They might be quite slow with this, but no, actually they've okay, but yeah, 5 minutes. But yeah, a third goal definitely kills this game off. Ooh, 1 second. Ah, no FIFA bots, please. Oh, it's I don't know who that is actually. Is that Jared Kushner? I don't know. Okay. Okay. Okay, it looks like I'm only about how many I'm about 20 seconds behind. That's not that bad. Oh, McKenny. Oh, that was good. That was good defending by Paraguay there, but poor clearance. Oh, Trudeau and Katy Perry. I was thinking, thanks. I say Jared Kushner. It's Trudeau and Katy Perry. It's weird that they're going out. That's a bit strange. Um, but what comment on that? Also, what's Tru oh, yeah, because Katy Perry's American, and Trudeau's the I'd have thought that he'd have been at he'd be watching Canada play, but, interesting. Maybe he did watch them play, I don't know. I thought Trudeau might be watching his Canadian team get their first point, but he's watching America play instead, that's fair. Yeah, this is the thing. The thing that I've noticed with Americans that it's not just that they're technically better, it's that they're working really, really hard to get the ball back. That is something that's got to be in mind. It's not just about compared to say some of the other compared to what I've seen so far. Oh, it's a good ball. Balogun. Wow. Wow. 3-0. 3-0. Balogun. They are destroying these guys. Paraguay are they are destroying these Wednesday. Balogun again. And the Paraguayan fans, they're just looking at it going, oh no. He's onside. It's a good ball. He checks composure and composure. Composure. What did we say? SSB composure. Look at this. This is clearly, obviously Arsenal ex Arsenal strikers, obviously in Ligue 1 now. Balogun. Composure, man. Composure. Really good goal. He's on a hat trick, Balogun as well, and when you have a good number 9 who's got composure, it makes a difference. And I told them, I was like, Paraguay have got to see out the game 2-0. You know, and psychologically, it's like 2-0, see out the game, regroup, see what happens, and see that the fact that they couldn't see out the half shows you how poor this Paraguayan side are. With 2-0, come on. You can't concede a third goal in a straight home goal. That completely changes the game. Awful defending. They're saying literally the USA have scored more goals in the first half than they did in the entire Qatari campaign. That's wild. I don't think people anticipated the USA playing this good. That's who said free. Yeah, Balogun. I feel like I'm watching Potches. Yeah. Energy, work rate, technical ability, working hard to win the ball back. I want to emphasize that before we go into break. The USA, it's not just like they're technically better and they've got pace. When they lose the ball, they're working really hard to get it back. They're not just allowing Paraguay to just have their attacks. And that for me, if the USA keep that, because if they play like that, there's a good chance they could top this group. You know, if they work hard to try and win the ball back and get it back, they could top this group. And if they top this group, who knows what could happen? They're showing the goals again. You know, 7 minutes, Weston McKennie lays it off to Pulisic, and Pulisic just dominates these defenders, man. They just literally just allow them to. It's poor defending. It's poor defending. The Paraguayan defense has just been. I mean, literally, Pulisic. He's literally got. There's literally 2 Paraguayan men on him, and he literally just cuts through them. They don't react. He takes them out, and obviously it's the own goal. And I know it's difficult because he's running against play, but still, yeah, no, it was good to watch. So far for me, the best teams to watch have been this USA team and South Korea. So far, but we'll obviously see what happens when some of the big boys start to play, big European giants. Then it's a different story. Australia's, yeah. I mean, if the USA are playing like this, Australia getting spanked, man. Australia getting dominated. You might as well just USA are through already. It's just who tops the group, Turkey or the US. Because Turkey, you'd think are gonna defend better than Paraguay have. Turkey, yeah, exactly. In this group, yeah. I thought Paraguay might be a better test, but I didn't think they would. And this is the second goal, Balogun. And again, easy. It's just, I thought they'd defend better. But if this is going to be the quality of South American defending, which it's not going to be, Argentina are going to defend better than this. Brazil should defend better than this. But yeah. Good finish from Balogun. And then the third goal that American scored, that touch to take, again, composure. If America have a number 9 with composure, well, there you go. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for keeping me company on the stream SMB as well. We will be back. I'll be back. I'll take a brief break. Okay, we are back for the second half. Three goals ever in a World Cup game for the USA. Fair play to them. But it's 3-0. Right now, if you're Paraguay, it's basically damage limitation. It's damage limitation at this point. Because Paraguay can still qualify from the group, but they're gonna need, because Australia could be trash and they might be able to get, so if they can beat Aussie land, but you can't if you're gonna be dunked on. So you hope that Paraguay will try and beat Australia and then maybe try and get a point against Turkey to be sure, but they can't be dunked on. Berhart there has come off. Pulisic has gone on to have a rest, which is fair enough. Let him chill. But yeah, Paraguay. They're not. They're not defending like a unit. Oh, Balogun. He was probably wants his hat trick. Balogun, I think. He'll want his hat trick. Balogun. Oh, a little bit of quality from Paraguay now. Not sure why the crowd has gone silent. Oh, Almiron, but hit his own player, which is not ideal. Gomez is not happy there. Let's tune in and see what Aisha Speed is doing. Oh, Rooster Freeman. Can't work wide. Oh, and corner from Ream, and it is a bit of a silly mistake from the US there, but they've got a. They shouldn't get complacent. Well, yeah, obviously Aisha Speed is at the game. When the USA, it looks like there's someone back was wearing an Argentine top or something, but oh my goodness, these shots keep on hitting. Like they literally keep on hitting their own players, Paraguay, and they're kind of like, "Ooh, what? Huh? The ball's coming through to me? Like, switch on, armor on." And oh, yellow card to Ream. When you're looking at back, I don't think he did. Yeah, if they concede here, it will make the crowd a little bit nervy. They shouldn't. Yeah, just like again another delivery. Like there's looks like there's like zero communication as Paraguay inside. Oh wait, there's a VAR check. There's a VAR check for what? Handball? Mistaken identity? What? Wait, what? Wait, what's going on? Are they reviewing the yellow card? It's the right decision, but like, wait, what? Eh? Wait, what's going on? Okay, fine. Okay, that makes sense. I don't like I'm not I know he's cancelled the yellow card, it was a die, but I've always said I'm not a fan. I'm not sure about that. Tillman, oh, you're still alive. Yes, I'm still alive, SSB. I'm still alive. Second half, man. So I just take a break for the second half for the in between. This is the problem, I think, when it's late because if it was during the day in Europe or whatever, then I would probably spend a bit more time and have a little energy just talking about the half and going through things. But not when it's like 3 o'clock in the morning. I don't have the energy to give you lengthy commentary. Not at 3 o'clock. So I understand how you guys saw when you have to watch Premier League games. No, that's not a penalty. No, no, no. It was just I don't know, did I put my I'm sure I put a be right back. I don't know if it was commonly offline thingy, but no, it was I think I put a be right back thing on. My halftime song is what I thought. But yeah, no, I'm here. Anyway, yeah, I don't know what people think about that yellow card. Apparently, it's for simulation because I don't like re-reviewing yellow cards. For me, that I don't like that. But from what I can gather with the new rules, if it's a clear dive, it looks like they'll re-review the yellow card, and then if it's and then corner wise, from my understanding, if the wrong corner is awarded, they'll also review that as well. Or as if it leads to a goal, I don't know. Hmm. Oh, cross, but no one's there. Oh no, good block. For me, Paraguay. This is it has to be. This is just damage limitation for Paraguay at this point. They can still potentially get something from Hilton. That's not who I think it is it? Please, though. You don't have to show Paris Hilton, man. But bring the game back, man. What's going on? Do 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 do. Yeah, yeah. The quality of the smoke. It's just better. Um, and Paraguay just defensively just are not particularly structured well, getting each other's way. They play like a team that was kind of assembled. And I don't know the build up. Maybe someone could help me, but they play like a team that was assembled like a few weeks before the tournament. Corner. What do you think of this? I mean, so far, I mean, this obviously is definitely because obviously it's in USA. This is, I think, obviously for the USA, Mexico, and Canada games, they were all packed. So, of course, they're going to be all packed. They're the home nations things. Of course, they were. Um, you're seeing celebrities and things and stuff like that there, which is good. Um, this referee needs to keep the red card in his pocket. You know, like you don't need to take out the yellow and the red card out and just use the yellow. Keep the red card in you're just confusing the people that are watching. That's what happened in the last review. I'm seeing he's holding out the red. I'm like, what's he doing here? No, keep the red card in your pocket, buddy. Why would he bring out the red if you're gonna? Yeah, no. For the home games, brilliant. For the other games, I've noticed more empty seats, and it would have been nice, I think, if coming up to the games where it's on the day and it's like, right, you're not able to fill the stadium. I've always said this, you just like with Qatar that and they did it, just give, um either heavily discounted ticket prices or just getting some of the kids to come in for free. Uh Tillman, Balogun, Tillman, unlucky. Ooh, that's a penalty. Oh, it's a penalty. No, it's a penalty. They need to review that. I don't know why they're not reviewing that. I don't know why they're not reviewing that. He gets caught. It's a penalty. Are they reviewing it? Wow. I'm surprised they're not reviewing that challenge. That should be a penalty to US. Strange. He literally he can't he misses the ball. Why is that not a penalty? Ooh, unlucky US. Bernardo, Tillman. Yeah, they're just Paraguay. Just they just they can't cope. They can't cope. They can't cope. Ugh. Yeah, in theory, I if it's just if the yellow card is just used to overrule diving, if diving's on, I think that's and punish clear simulation. That's fine, but I certainly don't want them to re-referee yellow cards. Like some yellow cards decisions are subjective. That's a foul. That's not a foul. Let's not get into a world where we're now debating re-refereeing yellow cards now. Oh, ooh, Destigan. Ooh, cross. It's still alive though for the US, but cleared. But the US are coming back again. I mean, Paraguay have no outlet right now. They're just being pinned. Yeah, I'm surprised that VAR didn't check that. I'm really surprised. If you're referring to what I'm referring to, that was a penalty. Oh, they're showing David Beckham and Tom Cruise sitting next to each other. Interesting. I'm surprised. I saw it and I was like, that's a penalty. He misses the ball, but maybe it's 3-0. Oh, Balogun, Balogun. Ah, weighted bouncer, but not. Maybe the referee was like, okay, it's 3-0. Like, I want to just kind of keep it. Spanish referee. That's just, I don't want them to suffer that much. I don't know. But for me, that was a penalty. Um, I don't know why they didn't review it. And none of the commentators, no one has really mentioned it. It's a bit strange. Mm, okay, Paraguay got in final third. Uh, wide. I mean, just see what the stats are going to be. In fact, let's actually have a quick look at the stats. Actually, oh, they have age. Reem is 38. They have an age stat. That's good. Balogun 24, Pulisic 27. So also Pulisic has probably got. I didn't know he was only 27. I thought it was a bit older than McKennie. So these guys have probably got maybe one more, possibly even two World Cups in them. This is definitely Reem's last World Cup, but yeah. Balogun has got a few World Cup, going to have a few World Cups under his belt. So let's look at some of the stats as well. Not that. Zero shots on target by Paraguay, and it's now the 66th minute. 11 shots on for USA, 4 on target, and literally 3 have gone in. So there you go. Possession 68. It feels like it's been higher for the US. Pass accuracy compared to what we saw in Canada versus Bosnia, and and worse, Mexico versus South Africa. A pass accuracy of 91% by the US. That just shows you, you know, whatever everyone says, that for me, passing or the accuracy of your passing shows you how technically good a team is. So for me, the technically better teams will have pass accuracies above 90%. Just another water break. Oh man, jeez. Uh, Obviously possession, it's effectively 70-30, isn't it? But yeah, USA dominating this. Paraguay obviously need to keep this while we just comment on the group standings. Paraguay need to just not concede more, but they're still in it if they can get something against Australia. But USA should look to top this. Should look to top this group. They really should. And then suddenly you're getting a good round of 32 group a team, and yeah, Brazil, Morocco. That is going to be the game. But GD3, Turkey, who are going to be playing tomorrow. But they need to, Paraguay need to just not concede any more goals. Just don't concede anymore. Shout out to Pochettino, man. I think that if the USA do well, I mean, obviously, they want to keep him, but this might, if he wants to go back to club football, I think there might be a lot of people, coaches that might be looking at this and going, Poch, where, and I'm saying even Manchester United, to be honest, because if Carrick collapses next season, Pochettino was always considered a coach that could come in, and I know people don't like him, but I don't know why people don't like him. He's a good coach. He's just never been at a team that he's been given full reign, really. And people say criticize him at Chelsea, but the reality is that Chelsea have been worse without him. I think. Oh, good block. Can Paraguay? That's a foul, surely. Yeah. Can Paraguay at least get a shot on target? They should be at least. They should at least be able to get a shot on target, surely. Mm, mm. He's been good, Balogun. My only complaint is that like the stadium could be a little bit louder. I thought the noise. I mean, just a little bit quieter, just a little bit louder. There's so many people in the stadium. But it could be because maybe where BBC are streaming from, etc., that not technically inside the stadium. Maybe I don't know. It just sounds like the stadium's a bit, and maybe because they've it's been comfortable for the US. The crowd are quiet, etc. But I thought they would be a little bit louder. Is my only complaint. Mhm. Paraguay, they got a goal. Maurizio gets a goal. Maurizio gets a goal. First goal for his country, and something with Paraguay to celebrate about. 3-1. Let's have a look. Onside. Long ball from the keeper. Can't win the first header. A good pass. And to be honest, the first bit of quality, literally first bit of quality of Paraguay, it's taken them 73 minutes to get a shot on target. And that shot on target is a goal. 3-1. That at least. So Paraguay are winning. They're winning the second half. Obviously, bearing in mind that USA have taken off quite a few of their good players, so it's a bit. But the only thing I would say is, the USA shouldn't. I think it's a mistake. Oh, well, there you go. There you go. Tillman, you got to score that. I don't know what. I don't know what. Yo, Barry, man. Thanks, man. I didn't know you were a subscriber to my channel, by the way. So, but shout out to you, man. Shout out to you, Barry, man. How are you finding the game so far? I'm not going to be on the hangout later because I need to sleep. Um, good good save. But thanks for the donation, Barry, man. I appreciate it. USA and Canada today. I hold my hand up. I didn't expect the USA to play this well. Poch has done a really good job. He really has coaching this. Just technically, their work rates being better. They really are. they're good, and I think they'll probably top this group. The USA Turkey will be an interesting game, but if they play like this with the home advantage, I think they'll be fine. Um, Obviously, Paraguay got that goal just now, but um, they just need to. But just Paraguay, just defensively, are not been good today. Not at all. But yeah, no, thank you for the super chat, Barry, man. I appreciate it. I yeah. Uh, it's difficult in Europe right now with the timing of some of these games, but thankfully I've got some time off from work, so what is happening tomorrow? It's not a big deal. Oh, 70,000. But yeah, Brazil, Morocco. Brazil, we might be like for Qatar, Switzerland, but Brazil, Morocco is the game tomorrow, man. Brazil, Morocco, it's the game. Paraguay, they do need another, but the problem is that you're right. Paraguay need another. The problem is Paraguay is defending. Oh, good effort. Where was it a touch? The problem is Paraguay's defense is not good. So even if they score another, as we've seen, USA can also score goals. It's a good effort. Yeah, it's a good save. It's a. I thought it touched his fingers. They're not a corner. Didn't it touch his fingers? Why is that not a corner? Oh, I've been subscribed to your channel for a long time. Oh, thanks, buddy, man. I'm sorry. Hey, um, that's just me not knowing, man. But I appreciate it, man. I've been trying to man about 4 years now. Prayers to you guys, you care sketching and all that. Thanks. Uh it's tough. this this is tough. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's you guys World Cup, man. You know, it's what happens when you. This is for the Americas. That's a foul, isn't it? That's a foul. Bring it back, ref. Yeah. Um, it's for you guys because I mean, the amount if you guys are watching your teams in Europe, you're having to stay up early, late for those as well. So this is for you guys, and I don't really mind it because I've actually got some time off now from work, so I can get my recovery sleep later. And the games, to be fair, I mean, so far so good. I think I know people were complaining initially about the Mexico South African game, but since then, I think the games have been okay. They've been good, entertaining. I didn't Czechia, South Korea, Bosnia, Canada today, and now this USA one. I think they've all been fairly entertaining. So yeah, good so far. Good. But yeah, thanks for being a long time subscriber, Barry. But I appreciate it. I do. All right, let's show you. Wow, Infantino and Marco Rubio. I don't know if Marco Rubio is happy or sad. He's Cuban though, so or Cuban American, so but I don't know. What's going on? Make the sub. I wonder how many other Trump admin people there. But Secretary of State Mark Rubio's there. I wonder if JD Vance is there. Why isn't Trump there? Oh, because of is it NBA stuff going on? I don't know. Ooh, Maybe it's because NBA stuff. Oh, I wonder I'm interested to see who went from to the UK because there'll be presumably be someone from the UK representing. Maybe we might have sent William there because usually we're saying the King and maybe some politician, but Starmer's not there. I can't remember who our Secretary of State is, so maybe they're there. But it'll probably be like, I imagine it'll probably be William. Yeah, we don't need to just send William, just send William there, and this is fine. USA 94 had poor quality because the games were way too early to accommodate European timing. There was games 11 a.m. What? New Zealand had the poor because the games were way too early to. Oh, I see. Yeah, that probably makes sense. Yeah, no, but there's no point in for me if you're hosting a that was a mistake, Reina. You know, if you're the World Cup, yes, it shouldn't be about accommodating European or whatever nation timing. Like, yes, it's for global fans, but it's also, you know, the local fans, the ones that are hosting it, should the people in the stadium, those are the people you need to convenience, not the people from Europe watching at home. So you just have to adapt. And the reality is for the games that like are the only thing I think here is that obviously you'll find a lot of maybe in the World Cup you usually watch with family and kids and things and stuff like that. And obviously a lot of children are going to be sleeping at this time. So you're not going to be seeing a lot of kids watching these games over in Europe. That's for me the only disappointing thing, you know, um, because it's still school time now. So a lot of kids in school, a lot of things. So you're not going to be seeing a lot of kids watching it. Or good delivery, foul. That's the only thing. But you know, for the dedicated adults, for the big games, they're still going to watch it. Obviously, people are still going to watch England. So, oof, almost over, so I can go to bed. Big up HH, you can do match reactions and posts and stuff like that. I don't have the energy, man. Oh, Richards. Uh, foul to Paraguay. I mean, at least Paraguay have got a goal and not disgraced themselves, so I can't really complain. Unlike South Africa, that actually disgraced themselves at this tournament. If Paraguay can get another goal, ooh, if they can get another goal, but yeah, USA defended that well. That's good. Do you think teams starting off hot is good or bad? Uh, I'm not sure. I think there is something to say about growing into the tournament. I certainly think if you're the host nation, it's important to start good. I think other teams not so much, but if you're the host nation, because there's a lot of pressure on the first game. You want to build momentum, etc. So the fact that Mexico, Canada, and USA have all started well, Mexico beat South Africa, USA beating Paraguay, um, Canada getting their first point against because I'd argue that Canada probably had the hardest opening game because they were playing like basically a European side, experienced European side. Had they maybe played Paraguay, for example, or South Africa, Canada might have gotten their first start. I'm sure. Is that foul? Mm. So yeah, in answer to your question, if you're the host nation, I think yes, it is important. If you're not, I don't think it matters, especially in a World Cup where like third place basically gets you through for most teams. I do like. I mean, what I'll say about some of these new rules that I agree with. Okay, fine. I agree. I like the retroactive punishments for mistaken identity and diving. That's good. I like the cutting the time wasting for foul. I like the cutting for throw-ins. You can see the referees, they're counting, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I like that. I definitely like that. Just the time wasting and throw-ins and things and stuff like that. They should do this. They should do it with free kicks as well, in my opinion. They should do it with oh, that should be on target. Fair play to them. Ooh, I like to see that challenge again. It looked like he went through studs through, but okay. The other thing as well that I like was talking was that the referees generally seem to be letting some things go through. There's not a lot of stoppages for fouls all the time, but we'll see. But they seem to be letting the physicality of the game just come through, which is good. So yeah, I like the changes. Um, oh, oh, but that's not a good clearance, and that's not a good shot either. Bernalta, yeah, would have been a nice fourth goal, but you need better composure than that, Bernalta. Right, 90 minutes now. Aside from the water break, there shouldn't be that much time left. Hmm, 7 minutes. A lot of additional time for It's going to be interesting to see how this is going to affect leagues because obviously you've got a slightly longer tournament with an extra round. Um, as well as extra minutes, you know? Why are they showing the goal again? What are they doing? I don't know what that was. Bit strange. Um, yeah, all this additional time. I know obviously they're having the water breaks, that probably does help, but still quite a bit of additional time being played. All in. You can't. Oh, where? Yep. USA still attacking. Shout out to them, man. Still coming in behind. Clearance. Paraguay need to get clear the ball. Shout out to them for getting the goal. Oh, that's a foul. No ref? Okay. Yellow card, yeah. I mean, I thought it was a foul to was a Paraguay there. Yeah, that's a foul. Potch redemption. I mean, I don't even say potch redemption because to be honest, if you look at you could argue that was a foul to put based on that catch. You could argue, you know, Pochettino. I think if I remember, did Chelsea finish fifth under Pochettino? I don't think they finished top four, but they finished fifth. You know, Chelsea have regressed since then. He did okay for them. So I think the idea that Poch is washed is, I think, is a bit. I think you can see now in retrospect with where Spurs and Chelsea are. Like, Poch is all he didn't win. He didn't win stuff with Chelsea or Spurs, etc. But then you now look at where Spurs and Chelsea are. Spurs battling relegation and Chelsea finishing 10th. And it's like sometimes you've got to be careful what you wish for. West Ham, the same thing with Moyes. These ownerships and managers that think that I know that there's pressure to win trophies, but I think also the lesson that you should be looking at when you're looking at the likes of West Ham, Spurs, and Chelsea is to be careful what you wish for. West Ham literally went from winning a conference league with Moyes and doing okay to, oh, hey, we'll just sack Moyes, bring in Lopetegui because we want to play, in quote, good football. And they just never recovered after that. Spurs has gone through so many different managers since Pochettino and just survived relegation. And Chelsea, enough said. USA should aim for, yeah, no. With the way that they're playing here, they'll get a good round of 32 team you'd imagine. Although, just I guess it depends on what group. So I need to at some point look at the stimulations as to who would they be playing that will be coming third. Because I'd imagine it'd be a third place team. It could be a second place one. So that's why it depends on who they get drawn. Like if it's the Brazil group, like for example, if the pattern is that it's like they play second in the Brazil group, then that would be a problem. Because I still think Morocco and Brazil. Well, I mean, we'll see. But Morocco and Brazil. Oh, But I mean, they'll give him a game though. This is the best I've seen the USA ever play at an international tournament. So you've got to give credit where credit is due. Poch was never able to implement this style at PSG or Chelsea. He didn't have time at Chelsea. PSG, I don't think he had time at either of those clubs. That's the thing. PSG moved on because they were just we need to get the win Champions League. Don't care about the league, and Chelsea didn't have time. I mean, to be honest, if Carrick doesn't succeed, I've got no doubt Manchester United will be calling on Poch's door. And I have no doubt if they did, Poch would leave the USA job. Because there isn't really anyone available now that would be able to come in. So it would be probably someone like Poch. Maybe Nagelsmann, depending on how things go with Germany, but I don't know what Poch's contract is. Right. Almost game. Yeah. USA, 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 USA. Ooh. Oh, it's a brilliant goal from Reyna. 4-1. Gio Reyna in what is a brilliant goal to end a fantastic performance by the United States of America. Paraguay cooked. Nice finish. 4-1. Truly deserved. Beautiful finish. Paraguay cut open again. Nah. Come on, Danny. Don't say about the keeper should do better. It's a good finish from the outside of the boot. It's a brilliant finish. He should be closed down. Four 1. Well done, Poch. A convincing performance. And Paraguay, I mean, and game over. 4-1. And that is a statement from the USA. Could they do it? And when I say could they do it, could they win the World Cup? Because they made a statement here. This is a statement win. A 4-1, full-time 4-1. Poch is leaving at the end of the tournament. Oh, wow. Well, let's see what happens. Maybe he might. Maybe if Carrick fails, he's going to United. I'll tell you that here first. If Carrick fails, he's going to United. United have always been an admirer of Poch. So yeah, if Carrick fails this season, we'll probably get Poch. Nice, good goal. Yeah, I'm happy for Poch. Biggest win in WoW. Biggest win in US soccer history. Yeah, Paraguay. They obviously won 3-0. The game was over in the first half. Paraguay were better, but I mean USA did make subs to key players. Got that goal back and thought that would be good for the GD difference. But then obviously Reyna with a fantastic finish A fantastic finish. And shout out to the US, man. Shout out to the good US of A. It's a good performance and it's a statement. Statement win by the USA, man. Statement win. And like I said, if they play like this, I think that they could go far in the tournament. I think they could. Right, guys, I need to go to bed. It's 4 a.m. in the UK. It's been great watching it with you guys. Remember, if you're new to the channel, like, share, and subscribe to Red Devil Studio. Follow us on Twitter, Red Devil Studio X. Congratulations to the United States of America. 4-1. The biggest win in USA history and the biggest win of the tournament so far. It's been some really good games so far. Let's hope things continue. Have a nice day, guys, and cheers. Peace.